Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Vanessa's room, Vanessa's unconscious with Matt sitting by her bedside. So Jan came in and he noticed. How is she? She's unconscious because of a gunshot. How'd that happen? How do you think that happened? That family is still after us, and so help me, when I find the bastard who did this, they're gonna wish they had met me. And as Taya came in, and Matt got up and came to where she is. You better have some good news. Actually, I do have news for you, Matt. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Gloria's waiting till Nate came to where she is. How is she? Now look, I am really beginning to wonder if our parents, I hope not. Anyways, we're gonna find Maria. I checked all over her usual spots. So, what's going on? Our sister has been shot. Meanwhile, at the Good Charm Manor in the kitchen, Kristen came and poured herself a cup of coffee till Jennifer came in and she noticed. How you holding up? I should be asking you that. If you mean Will, let me fill you in. We're finished for good. Meanwhile, on the Grand Private Jet on its way to Berlin, Germany, let's get in the living room as Jeremy came in the room and saw Tina thinking while looking out the window. How are you feeling, Mom? And as he came to her, I'm fine. I don't know that city. Hey, yeah, I didn't realize a tidal wave would come. Thing is, this sort of thing happened 10 years ago. And it seems, hey, it doesn't matter because that town is out of our lives. And this time, for good. Meanwhile, on location at the abandoned prison in one of the cells, Aaron, Rachel, Julian, Wilma are sitting. Tahara came to where they are, and they got up and came to the cell. You better stop talking right now. Where's my daughter? Oh, your threats don't scare me. Oh, believe me, that's the least compared to if you don't give answers. What do you want? That's simple. To wipe your families from existence once and for all. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Vanessa's room, Vanessa's unconscious, while Taya is talking to Matt and Jan. What is it, Taya? Apparently your wife's parents may still be around. What does that mean? Vanessa's in a deep stated coma for the moment. We're really lucky that tsunami never made its way here since we're on higher ground. Can she pull through? I'm not gonna make any promises. What does that mean exactly? All I'll say is, more support could be on the way to bring Vanessa back. And speaking of which, Jan, your husband's feeling okay and wants to see you. Hey, I'll be fine. I'll be back. And as Jan left the room. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Gloria and Nate are talking. What happened to her? Apparently she was targeted by her parents' assassin. Do you know where they are? Greg's figuring it as we speak. I just hope Maria's doing fine. Me too. I'm really worried what danger she could be in. I can't believe we begin the New Year's like this. Yeah, tell me about it. Just as our life is getting back to normal. I don't think our life was ever meant to be normal. And as Jen walked past him to her husband's room and came in and saw Sheldon in bed, who saw her. Oh my God, and as she came and as they kissed each other and pulled back. I am so relieved to see you after. I know. My mom says our son and our daughter are doing fine. Well, I know what I mean. That's good to know. So, do you want me here to keep you company? And as he opened the covers. Oh. And as she got in the bed and laid by her husband. And as he held her. I'm just so glad the tsunami didn't get the whole city. Meanwhile, at the Good Charm Manor in the kitchen, Kristen and Jennifer are talking. Wow, I thought you two were working things out. Yeah, so did I. I guess in my mind, we'll always have a spot for Carly. Not anymore. He loves you very much. Just like you're still pining over Nate. Yeah, I saw you looking in at the news ago. It's not easy to turn my feelings off for somebody. But it happened unexpectedly. And you realize those feelings that you thought you were never there. I wish I can feel the same about Will like you do with Nate. Yeah, but our brother nearly lost his marriage because let me ask you this. Do you still see a future with Nate? Meanwhile, in the living room, Will came in and saw Isabella, who is scared, and came to her. What's wrong? You okay? Nothing. I'm just at a shock. We all are. Look, if you need someone to talk to, thanks, Will. I appreciate that so much. And as Will came and hugged Isabella. Meanwhile, on the grand private jet, which is on its way to Berlin, Germany, in the living room, Jeremy and Tina are talking. You can't expect me to forget a town that I lived most of my life. For what? Most of that town hates you for all the horrible things you've done. That's just a good chance and Graham doesn't matter. Look, Mom, we could have a better life without them in our lives. Look, you and Daniel have lives of your own. Look, I'm not going to rest until you're safe, Mom. I don't give a damn what anyone says. You come first in my life because you're family. And as Daniel came in the room and they noticed. Dude, what's going on? I'm afraid I have some bad news. Meanwhile, in an unknown location in an abandoned prison in one of the cells, Aaron, Rachel, Julie, and Wilma are talking to Harold. Don't even think about escaping. Now that you fools can't stop that way. Look, why you came here? To torture us? I have my orders, and as he came and bought a tray of food. Frank and Mimi no less. I came to bring you all brekkie to celebrate the New Year's. Go to hell. Where are we exactly? Oh, about that. We're in the outskirts of Joshua Tree Natural Park. Now enjoy your breakfast. And as Wilma starts to have a seizure, and Julian noticed. Wilma! Wilma! And as he came towards her. What's going on with her? I don't know. She got traumatized when we were in close quarters. And as Aaron came back to where Harold is. If you have a clear conscience, or even human, you will do whatever you have to see that we get out of here before Wilma's condition get any worse. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Vanessa's room, Vanessa's unconscious while Taya is talking to Matt. Look, I know she will pull through. She's a strong woman who can fight this. I hope so. Anyways, I'll be back to run more tests on her. Do what you have to. And as Nate came in the room, what the hell's happened to my sister? Why don't you ask her parents? I'll be back. Excuse me. And as Taya left, and Nate turns to Matt. You know, it never amazed me how twisted my parents really is. If anything happens to my sisters, I'm gonna make my parents pay by removing them from the planet. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Gloria's thinking till Sheldon Jan came to where she is and she got up. Sheldon, I'm glad you're doing okay. I can say the same thing for you, but from what I heard, this sort of thing happened before. Yeah, same thing that trouble that cruise Karen and her family was on. I just wish 2010 was a normal year for all of us. Look on the bright side. We're all gonna get past this. And we will. And as Taya came and Gloria came to where she is. How's my sister? At the moment, she's in a coma. But there's a chance, don't you dare say, for her to awaken from it. Now, excuse me, as Taya walk away and Gloria turns to Sheldon and Jen. I hope you're right. Anyways, where's your husband? I thought he'd be here. That's the thing. I haven't seen Jeff since last night, and I got a really bad feeling. Meanwhile, in an undisclosed location, Jeff is lying unconscious. Meanwhile, at the Good Charm Manor in the kitchen, Kristen and Jennifer are talking. I can't have a future with Nate, even though I really like him because of my family, plus my heart's still with Michael, who I might lose again. You mean his child with Roma? Exactly. Which is why I refuse to lose my marriage to anybody. You're more wise to this than me. You are too. And if you admit it, you still want Will in your life. Meanwhile, in the living room, Isabel and Will are in the hug, and they pull away. I hope everything in your marriage work out. I wouldn't count on it, but thanks. And about Vince and I will remarry again. Hopefully nothing bad will happen. Not even I can promise this town would never be normal. I'm quite used to it. Anyways, I'm gonna see the damage since the water has receded. I'm going with you. Alright, let's go. And as Isabel and Will went and left the living room. Meanwhile, on the grand private jet, which is on its way to Berlin, Germany, in the living room, Jeremy and Tina are facing Daniel. What's going on? And as the co-pilot came in, there's the police referring us back to the airport in Riverside. You got orders from us, not the damn police. I understand it, but nothing. I'm a gram along with my father, and I want this jet heading to Germany. They're right. I really don't want to go. Don't worry, Mom. No way in hell we're gonna let you go back to that town. Jeremy, we're gonna do whatever I have to protect our mom. Now you, tell the pilot to fly this jet on course. Very well. And if you value your job, you don't want it to defy us. And as he went back to the front, and as Jeremy thinking, you okay?
Yeah, I am. It's so good to see the two people I raised to protect me.
Mom, you mean so much to us. No way we're going back to Los Angeles. So, you don't have to worry. We're gonna have a new life, far away from California.
Meanwhile, near Joshua Tree Natural Park, one of the abandoned cells, Aaron, Rachel, Julian, and Wilma are talking to Harold while Wilma is still having a seizure on the ground. Alright, stand back, and as Harold opened the gates, but Julian blocked him. I'm warning you, try anything on my right that I will end myself. Your lame friends don't scare me. Step aside, and as Harold walked past him to where Wilma is, he got down. Hey, Wilma, it's gonna be as Julian knocked him out with a pole ball from behind. And as Wilma stopped, he got up. Damn, that was nice. How did you my mom taught me survival skills and such? He's not gonna stay down for long. Alright, we gotta get out of here as soon as possible. And as Rachel and Aaron and Wilma head out, till Wilma stopped and turned and saw Julian staring at Harold, who's knocked out unconscious, and came towards him. Julian, are you alright? No, I'm fine. I'll be there in a minute. Just go with the others. Look, I'm not leaving. Hey, there's no time. We're gonna make certain Harold doesn't reveal our captors that we escaped. Go and catch up with Rachel and Aaron. You don't understand. No, I don't think you do. You have to go before it's too late.
I'm sorry. That's just the thing. There's no way I'm leaving you.